What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel and you want to know what it's like to eat, live, sleep, play, and breathe in the city of Toronto, then this is the place for you to be. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you're informed on all the videos we do in the future. My name is Rana, and I'm on the Living in Toronto team. Now, I must say, every week I get plenty of calls from folks just like yourselves who are looking to move within the city of Toronto and relocate to the city of Toronto. It doesn't matter days, nights, weekends. If you're thinking about it, just reach out, numbers down below and on the screen. Now, without further ado, today's topic, the cost of living in the city of Toronto. Let's get to it. Number one, the high housing costs. Now, it's not a surprise that Toronto housing costs are very expensive, not just from a purchasing perspective, but also from a renting perspective. If you're looking to purchase or rent, you best believe there is 10 other folks looking for the same property at the exact same time. Now, whether it's looking to get a detached property, semi-detached, townhouse, or a condo, it is not uncommon that those prices are not low. They're high, and you better budget properly. Right now, the average housing price is above $1.3 million in the city of Toronto. Number two, public transportation costs. Now, here in the city of Toronto, we have what is called the TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission, which comprises of streetcars, buses, and subways. Now, for someone who is working a minimum wage job, it might be expensive. However, for someone who is budgeting hand to mouth, it will still be expensive because it's one of the most used and the busiest, however, one of the least subsidized here within North America. Now, the TTC also relies heavily on its cash fare, which, again, making it expensive. Number three, high utility costs. Whether it's gas, water, or electricity, it is expensive. Moreover, from your internet costs to your telecommunications costs, your phones and everything else, guess what? It's expensive. Number four, groceries. Hey, you gotta eat, and guess what? It's expensive. 40% higher on average than other major Canadian cities. Number five, dining out. Now, because Toronto is so diverse, there's cuisines from all over the world. As a result, when you live within the city, you're gonna get cravings to try out all sorts of foods, from Italian to Ethiopian to Indian to Chinese. We have it all, and you're gonna wanna try it. But when you do, it's expensive. And at the end of the month, you might even catch yourself looking at the bill. Oh crap, that was a lot. Number six, car ownership. I gotta be honest with you folks, everything from buying, leasing, renting, or from insurance to gas to maintenance to upkeep, having a car here in the city of Toronto is expensive. You think parking is cheap? Think again, because even that is very expensive, if that is, you can even find a parking spot. Number seven, childcare. Now, this is a very important one for the families. Childcare is not cheap, and moreover, there's always a wait. Now, it can range anywhere from $850 a month, all the way, if you want some of the high-end places, it can go up to $2,500. I have clients that just told me last week that they're paying $2,300 per child, and they've got two. So guess what? That adds up. Number eight, entertainment and leisure, and one of my absolute favorite things. The city of Toronto has a little bit of everything, whether it's art shows, music shows, to sports games, to just a night out, watching a comedy show. It's got it all. However, the tickets of those events can get pricey. And furthermore, the ticket is just the entry to the place. You're going to want to eat, you're going to want to drink if you do that. Even that is expensive. Number nine, and that's one of the important ones, health and fitness. Although we do have free or low-cost options like public parks, community centers, recreational centers, and low-cost options like the YMCA, if you're looking for a boutique place or a nice fancy place for your gym membership, your yoga studio, or even services like a personal trainer, it is going to cost you, and it is not cheap within the city. Number 10, healthcare costs. Now, here in Canada, we have universal healthcare, and within the province, we have a program called OHIP, Ontario Health Insurance Plan. However, you might find yourself still out of pocket for certain services that just aren't covered. Number 11, and that is education costs. Canada is home to some of the most world-renowned educational institutions. Toronto, even more so. Here in Toronto, we have universities that are famous across the world, University of Toronto and the Metropolitan University, formerly known as Ryerson. It is not uncommon that students here are paying a huge portion year over year to get education. Moreover, if you're an international student, a lot of the times you're paying 4 times that cost. It can add up. Last but not least, number 12, miscellaneous expenses. Now, there are a variety of expenses that show up because you're living in the city of Toronto, an expensive city. From clothing costs to furniture costs to even just the basic costs of day-to-day expenses. It adds up. It is not cheap, and you have to budget properly, folks. You do not want to be living hand to mouth because the moment you fall behind, it becomes very hard to catch up. And there you have it, folks. Here are some of the topmost things that you must keep in mind when thinking about moving to Toronto, because the cost of living, it's not cheap. And I hope you got some information that you needed. Now, like I was telling you earlier, I love helping people and I love what I do. So if you're thinking about moving within the city of Toronto or locating to the city of Toronto, it doesn't matter, days, nights, weekends. Give me a call, write me a message, or shoot me a text. I've got your back. Moreover, folks, I don't know you personally. I don't know what your lifestyle is. I don't know what your family likes doing on the weekends. I don't know what you guys don't like doing. You've got to reach out. The onus is on you. And I know I'm able to pinpoint, sometimes even to the specific street within the neighborhood for the families that give me the most information. So reach out, don't hesitate, and I'll see you on the next one.